Yeah, just all the research that we did over the last several months kept bringing us back to Brevard. It's close enough to Orlando within the Orlando DMA that we're able to do all the things to integrate our two professional teams, the MLS team and the USL team. They can train together, they can constantly be evaluated. But Brevard County and Melbourne, has its own identity and its own footprint. So to be able to bring a professional soccer team here that Brevard County can call its own, we think will resonate. We think it'll be supported by the local community and give us the best chance not only to make this work from a soccer technical standpoint, but also in terms of creating a great fan experience and lively game day, and just make this work both on and off the field.
Is this unique, having a home game at a small university or a small college like this?
It's not unprecedented. There are a myriad of different ways that MLS teams have their own standalone. USL teams do it. Some play at colleges. I know the Portland Timbers play their team, which is called T2, at the University of Portland, which makes sense. Theirs is pretty much still in the city of Portland. So ours is different in that we've partnered with a college to host the games here, as well as sort of taken it to a different part of our market, to a different part of Central Florida that isn't necessarily right on top of our first team.
What made this such a unique draw? I know you have a unique community here, but why Brevard? Why not Lakeland or
Sure, I think it's a combination of factors. Again, you want to be in the right type of venue for the team to play. This soccer complex it will be second to none in USL in terms of the dimensions, the pitch. You're right on top of the action. There's a video board that fans can enjoy replays, and amenities will fully produce each and every game. But locationally, I just think Brevard has all the characteristics. Its demographics fit what successful USL teams by and large have had, which is about 500,000 people within a 30 to 40 minute drive time of the stadium, and in a real robust soccer community.
When do we see our first game?
It'll be March of 2016. Can't give you a date. Schedule will be released sometime in December or January, but you can count on seeing the first game in March of 2016. And the season will run through late summer into the early fall.
Any chance of getting Kaká out here?
Never say never, but we're looking at exciting ways in the lead up to this team starting that we can even further ratchet up the attention factor on what we're doing. And as an MLS team, we have some different ways to be able to do that. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Can you talk about the overall fan support? And you guys have had great support in the first year that you guys have been open. Can you talk about a little bit more about the community rallying around your guys'
So I
team?
think it's a mutual activity. So there's no question that the fans have supported professional soccer in Orlando, USL era, and then MLS on a whole nother level exceptionally well. But I would say that our organization is committed to being part of that, an active part of that community, whether it's player appearances, it's foundation work. We're constantly there. So we're a fixture in the community, not just an entity that's hosting events that happen to be in the area. And the same ingredients will need to be in play here in Brevard. We'll need to be very active, whether it's soccer clubs that we visit or other organizations. We're going to need to be active. There aren't any shortcuts to making things work. So if we do those things, we think we have the right market, and the market will respond to that and feel like this is part of what they're all about. So we're excited to get underway.
What's been the overall feedback amongst your colleagues around the other parts of the league, even the league office and other teams? The overall success of Orlando City here in the first year.
Yeah. So I don't know what everybody else's expectations were. I think one of the mottos of Orlando City is defy expectations. So for the people that work day in and day out, I don't think I think we're where we hope to be or where we expect it to be. But that's a lot of hard work of a lot of people, and something special's definitely going on. So I think as the rest of the soccer community around the country, USL, MLS, look at Orlando. It's one of the great soccer success stories, and they look at Orlando as one of the best markets in the country, and we feel like within Central Florida that in Brevard we can bring a little slice of that, of Orlando City down here in a way that's theirs, and in a way that'll resonate.
You guys also have the beach here too, so people got the beach and they got soccer. I mean, it's a great way to get people, even tourists, to come out and check you guys out.
Especially in the summer. I mean, we'll predominantly have weekend games. People like to go to the beach. It's hot in the summer, and going to the beach and these beach communities in the Space Coast. Obviously, the population swells a little bit, so we'll certainly market to that segment of the community, and it can be a fun thing to do as part of a beach weekend if we have a Friday night game or a Saturday night game or a Sunday afternoon game. So we intend to make that part of it. It's a sort of an added bonus to be this close to the beach. I can't think of any other situation quite like that.